ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you some of that shoulder pop. This is what we do when we get excited for that next HOH. What is going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again. It is time to give you guys an update on the upcoming HOH for the month of September. We have ourselves Morris, the Wind Dice Magician. Obviously, you guys have never seen me like do a little shoulder pop lean. That's how excited I am right now for you guys, okay? And when it comes to HOHs, ChildishPlays has been doing it big in 2018. They've been giving us quite a handful of really good units that either they're really, really good or the skill ups, they're really good skill ups for another unit in the lineup, right? So again, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Once a month, every month, ChildishPlays gives us that opportunity to give ourselves a 4-star unit that we can obtain in the Hall of Hero Secret Dungeon. So we got 3 days, September 14th to September 17th, to get ourselves 250 pieces, 5 summons in that time. So you better get on it, okay? Good or food? You already know the answer to that. It is an amazing monster. Let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick, and then we'll talk about what we're planning on doing with this specific unit here. So, Mr. Morris, Dice Magicians. If you guys are not familiar with RNG, you're going to learn real quick. I'm sure you guys are, okay? When it comes to RNG, the Brownie Magicians are one of those units out there that just definitely got to start it off when it comes to units that can change the outcome of the game, okay? Now, ChildishPlays did it big 2 years ago, I believe it was, maybe a year and a half ago, more than likely a year and a half, 2 years ago, when they brought on board those Dice Magicians, okay? That's the RNG 2.0, the newest unit out there that basically can change the outcome of the game if you're lucky enough, okay? So that first skill is what we're talking about, roll dice. You have a chance to roll 2 dice and you can get yourself a wide variety of harmful effects, but if you roll the same number, you get yourself an additional turn, okay? So if you're using a violence set on these kind of units, which you generally are, this has the opportunity to reset that violent counter, giving you even more opportunities just to keep on going and going and going. So that is why these units are so strong. But one of the coolest things about this unit, the thing that we all look forward to, is this passive, to live or to die, okay? It's going to roll 2 dice at the start of the turn, and if it rolls the same number, you get an opportunity to revive everybody, okay? So why is this unit so unique? Because if we're talking about like Guild War or Siege per se, putting a unit like this in your composition, right, is going to force the opponent to make a decision, okay? If he doesn't have any kind of unit that provides Oblivion, he has to decide one thing. Do I go for the double threats, or one of the, whichever one of the double threats are super strong, or do I take out Morris and then work on the double threats, allowing those units to go ahead and just, keep on doing a lot of damage, right? So this is just one of those things where you have to make a decision. And again, like I said, if you don't have the Water Dryad, or if you don't have a Thessarian, you can use it, then you're going to have to, make that decision and figure out what you want to do. So really unique unit when it comes to PvE. Obviously, you can take advantage of it wherever you want, really, but it's been kind of shined a little bit with the new Labyrinth. If you guys still do Labyrinth, probably not a lot of you, but hey, just do it. Just get it over with. Get a couple of rewards. Maybe get something good, right? Either way. It is kind of unique. I obviously would have a big fan of it, any aspect of the game, but when it comes to PvP, I like it in Guild War or Siege. It's a really fun unit. Now, that being said, even though Morris is an exceptional unit, I got to give my hats off to the #1 Dice Magician out there when it comes to the regular elements that you can obtain, okay? Ludo is the truth, okay? Roll Again passive provides an opportunity to either get an increase of upwards of 70% for attack, or reduction of 70% when the dice is lower. So when it comes to this skill, this just provides a way, this basically motivates you to build this unit however which way you want. I would opt for a hybrid format to make this one, obviously relatively fast and tanky, because you still have a way of providing yourself some additional damage by means of this passive here, okay? So this passive is just super, super strong, and then combine that with the roll dice and skill, and of course the unlucky 7. If you get 7 or above, you're going to get yourself a stun chance here, but if you land 7 on the die, I believe you get slow and stun. So the RNG aspect is just absurd with this unit, and when it comes to the meta, without a doubt, Ludo is one of the most popular siege units out there that are used in the game today. So if you guys have this one, I definitely would say use your skill ups for this one if you can. Save 1 Morris at least, but use it for Ludo if you can. If you got yourself Tablet or Monty, then you can have some fun with that. Don't get it twisted. Monty is not something that you see a lot of videos on, but he's actually pretty decent. I like his kit. Reno, I would probably stay away from him. Everybody thought he was going to be that, Lucian 2.0, given the fact that this unit, this third skill, Dice Mazes, has a chance to ignore defense. It's still not going to trump Lucian. I wouldn't waste your time or investment in this unit. I would just focus on Ludo first, Moore second, depending on what you need, okay? So when it comes to RNG, or excuse me, when it comes to RTA, right? If you are a big fan of esporting somebody, then this is a unit. Ludo is a unit that you definitely want to take advantage of, because when we think about the changes that was made in RTA Season 2, taking away that aspect of getting a ton of violent procs and just getting one violent proc, this is one of the few units out there, alongside the Brownie Magicians, that has that opportunity to get themselves some additional turns without triggering the violent proc. So let's say you get yourself a violent proc, and then roll dice, and then you get yourself the same number. You get yourself the additional turn and reset your violent counter, allowing you to potentially get even more violent procs here. So again, being able to cycle through those abilities can definitely change the impact of the game. So I highly recommend building this unit if you haven't already. I got this one actually 6-star. I use this quite a bit in PvP. I have a blast with it. Okay, so that's pretty much going to be it, guys. I just wanted to make you a quick video. Again, the excitement is I'm without words to talk about the excitement that this unit could bring. When it comes to this game, we already understand like the ups and downs of RNG. It's ridiculous, but he's just super fun. He's just a fun unit to mess around with. Like, I just have a blast with him. And again, given the fact of how his passive works, you can build him so many different ways. There's not really a best way to build him, or an optimal way to build him. You can have fun with them, and depending on the synergy of your team, you can make an argument for going a certain way. I definitely encourage you guys to use this one. If you do are looking to use this one or take advantage of this one, I highly encourage you trying it in the 4-star Siege. I like it in the 4-star Siege a lot, since there's only now one unit that can go ahead and counter his passive, right? So outside of that, he's still a fun unit in the regular Guild Wars as well. So take advantage of it when you can, okay? That's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.